Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm doing another little sit down, sip and share kind of chat because the days really caught up with me and I forgot what day it was. I think I was behind a day until yesterday when I realized, ooh, I thought I had an extra day to film a video and I did not. So I thought I would just come to you today and do a sit down chat and give you a same day video because that's fun to do sometimes. And I feel like with all the chaos that is about to happen with our move, it would be a good time to just chill and have a really relaxing, chatty vlog. So if you are into this and you would like to continue watching, then go grab yourself a cup of something cool or warm, depending on what your weather is like today, and sit down and join me for a little chat. Today in my cup, I have a rose tea, which is like orange pekoe, red rose, with cream and sugar. Just a little pick-me-up in the afternoon. Please don't mind my fluffy hair. It's drying, and if I don't dry it all the way, then it gets really weird, kinky bits when I put it up. So I just decided I'm just going to do a come as you are vlog, and so here I am. As I am. Today is actually a pretty exciting day. Today is Cody and I's 10th wedding anniversary, and you might be wondering then why the heck are you filming a video on your anniversary, Rainbow? But it's because Cody works today. It's a Thursday, so he's at work. His work month is a little busier this month, so we were gonna go do something big and fun for our anniversary, but then this move happened suddenly, and so we were kind of like, well, that's a pretty awesome anniversary gift for each other. So we're just going to, in order to not overwhelm ourselves with what we know is coming over the next couple of weeks, which will just be very, very busyness, because we're moving right before school starts, so that's a lot on my plate to like transfer homes, like to unpack house and then begin homeschooling. So because of that, we decided we would take a really relaxing, cozy anniversary at home. We're gonna order food in when the kids go to bed. We're gonna get treats. We're gonna watch a movie. We're just gonna hang out and prepare ourselves for the busy period that is ahead, and I am really excited and looking forward to it. So that's why I'm filming a video, because Cody's working anyway right now until later. So then it's packing and all of the fun stuff that comes with moving. So I keep saying so. I've noticed that when I've been editing. I've been like, so, okay, so, okay, so. It's driving me bonkers to edit. I apologize. I feel like I go through phases of thinking words, I call them, when my brain is processing things and deciding what I want to say. I will use filler words that just fall out of my mouth too often. I really can't believe that it's been 10 years, because I mentioned this in the Instagram post I did. There is a fruit fly in here. Die fruit fly. It's flying away from me. So if you see a fruit fly, I really apologize. 'Tis the season. They fit through the screens. On one hand, it feels like we've been together forever, and on the other, it feels like 10 years is a lot. So because it's a whole decade, it's kind of crazy to wrap my brain around that we're old enough to be married for 10 years, because I feel like that happens really fast. And then it just feels like, oh, of course it's been 10 years because we've just been together. So it's really, really lovely. I'm happy that we've reached this milestone, and I'm so looking forward to what the next 10 years will bring. We have a lot of exciting plans for our future and things we're working towards. I feel like we're entirely different people, Rainbow, of course. It's been 10 years, but I feel like we're on this new path, like this, how do I even phrase this? I just feel like we have really come into ourselves together, which is really nice. Like I feel like I am really coming into who I am as a person and as a woman, and I'm really coming into the confidence that I can actually achieve what I want to do in life, and I can actually explore my dreams and I can actually do those things. And if it doesn't work out, that's fine, but I feel like I have the confidence now that I can make them work. And I feel like Cody is on a similar path where he's starting to explore more things and really become more confident in the things he's doing, and we're doing it together, but like, so we both have very different things, so we're supporting each other, and it just feels like this really beautiful place where we've built this super solid foundation and this beautiful life, and now we just get to expand on it, and it just feels wonderful. And I'm so excited and happy for what the future has in store for us, because I think it's going to be very awesome. So anyway, that's my little blip about our anniversary, and thank you, by the way, to everybody who has said congratulations, and I'm sure we will get congratulations in these comments. So thank you, because I really appreciate everybody taking time out of their day to just offer us some love and some kudos for being married for 10 years. I really appreciate it, and especially everybody who's been with us since basically the beginning, since I started sharing on social media in general. That's a big deal. So thank you for all the love, always. Something really kind of odd but funny in oh, that's interesting way just happened this afternoon, like an hour ago. I got a message from our local paper asking if I would be willing to be interviewed about homeschooling for a piece he's writing or something like that, and I was like, me? Oh, okay. Like, it's kind of like, why are you asking me? But I said, sure, like, I'll talk about homeschooling, and I happened really fast. It was like, hey, do you want to talk about this? Sure, okay, what's your number? And he called me, and he interviewed me over the phone, and it's intimidating because this guy was like asking me questions about like advice to give to other homeschoolers. And I know I talk about homeschool. I have videos that are about homeschooling. I have a whole playlist. If you want to check that out, look at my playlist. You'll see there's a homeschool playlist there. But it's really intimidating because it's like, I know it's just like a small local paper thing, whatever. But I really just want to do homeschooling justice, because we talked a little bit about stereotypes that homeschoolers face and what I think about those. And he was asking me about a local like homeschool group that I run with another friend, and just why I started it and what's it about and what's the purpose of it and things like that. And he wanted me to give advice to new homeschoolers, because there's so many new homeschoolers coming around because of COVID and everything. So I don't know what it's like in your area. I'm sure it's pretty similar, but in our area we have a lot of people deciding to homeschool, like so many. It's crazy. So I know so many parents are overwhelmed and everything, but it's like talking on the spot is not always easy for me. I know I do YouTube, and that's pretty much what I do, and it might seem like I'm super extroverted, but I'm really a healthy mix of both introverted and extroverted. And a lot of times I like to collect my thoughts before I speak on a topic. So this is kind of sudden, so I'm just like, I really hope I didn't say something stupid. I really hope I did homeschoolers justice. I'm really interested to see what it says and how much, because of course I'm a talker, so I just go on. But I'm interested to see like how it's worded and what he took from everything I said. And I just really hope it's good, because I think it's meant to be a piece about like homeschoolers or people facing the decision to have to homeschool and what that's like. So I think he was trying to contact parents who were already homeschoolers and help give the community advice. And it's more of just like, oh, we have to homeschool now. What's that going to look like? So I talked a lot about like how homeschooling is different for every single family. And my advice was like, it always is, that I've said to you guys, take a deep breath. It's really overwhelming at first, but it's going to be okay. Your homeschool isn't going to look like public school at home. Like, it's not going to look like a classroom in your house, so don't sweat trying to replicate that. And I chatted about just things like how everybody feels that way at first, and even the homeschoolers who look like absolute pros who have been homeschooling for 20 plus years, we are all in that position at first, and everybody is kind of winging it, and it's okay, and not every day is going to look perfect, and that like there's going to be days where you do more board games and baking and hands-on activities like that, especially depending on your style of schooling, and that's gonna be good enough, and that's okay. So I just really hope that, and I tried to like debunk some homeschooling myths, so because he said, oh, there's like a lot of perceptions about homeschooling, and like, how do you feel about some of those stereotypes? And I talked about socialization, which is exactly why I have this homeschool group with another friend of mine. It's like, it's a social group, and it's like a purely social group because there's a lot of other groups that are for learning and blah blah. We wanted like a secular social homeschooling group, support for the parents, play for the kids, just free, relax. Nobody has to worry about trying to teach the whole group anything. It was just like a really chill support for everybody, kind of. And so never in a million years did I think a reporter would pull up our little homeschool group and want to know about it. So that was interesting, and I just really hope I did homeschoolers justice, because when you're speaking to somebody who doesn't homeschool and who doesn't know a lot of information about homeschool and maybe doesn't even have kids, I don't know, it just feels like a lot when you're speaking for other people. I always try and tread really carefully with that because it's really hard to speak for others. You can't speak for other people. So I try to be very broad and like, it's gonna look different for every family. There's so many styles and ways. And I explained a little bit about how homeschooling works in Alberta, because he was like, oh, are we all with like the local school board? And I was like, no, it works like you pick whatever board you want to be with, and that way you can find one that works best for your family and your needs, and blah 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 blah. So that was an interesting little spin to my morning this morning. So I guess we'll see. I will update on how that article turned out and let you guys all know. Hopefully it's good. I hope so. I don't know. Whatever. What's done is done, right? I also feel like I should answer a couple of little questions or curiosities that people might have about our move. I know that video was really quick because I was so excited I didn't know what to say, and I am still very excited. So obviously I won't share a ton of weird details, but I don't think anybody's expecting those. Some people wanted to know, I got a couple of questions in like DMs and comments in various places about if we are moving to within the same place, because in my video where I updated you guys on our move, I talked about, I don't know if we're gonna move to the city or what we're doing with that. So tea burps, sorry. The reason this move is so quick and we jumped on it is because it is in our favorite neighborhood and it is in the same place we currently live. So we just wanted to jump right on that. Our whole thing was staying where we were, so that hopefully we didn't have to go anywhere else. We could stay by friends and family. We didn't have to move to the city. And so when we saw this place and it was like in the ideal neighborhood, it was literally one of the houses I've been looking at. It's what we're looking to buy or build in the future. It is like, it couldn't be more perfect to be able to test out the neighborhood and make sure we like it. And it just popped up, so we were like, we just gotta try, right? We just gotta throw it out there. Who knows what happens? And it turned out wonderfully. So it could not be more perfect. I'm so just excited to show you guys and everything. So it's a new house. It is 2 years old. It was built 2 years ago, so it's new. And it's nice and spacious without being too big, which you guys know after we've lived minimalistically in this little house. that was important to me. I didn't want to move to something huge, but I wanted something to have enough space that everybody has their own space. And this house just takes off all the boxes, which I'm super happy about. It's very modern, so I'm very interested to see how like my cozy cottage vibes can mesh with modern. I think I'm pretty creative, and I think I'm pretty good at adapting to spaces. That's my kids playing Roblox with their friends. They get very enthusiastic. I'm pretty sure that was Grayson, if you heard that on the camera. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to seeing how the space is gonna look, because you look at it in another person's style or empty, and it's hard to picture what it will look like finished. So I can't wait to show you guys and share with you guys that process. I will absolutely be doing an empty house tour and then a house tour, probably again, of it full of furniture and unpacked. My goal is to be totally unpacked by the end of the first week of September, and totally decorated for the most part with like what I have by the second week of September at the end. And then I will let things sit and I will bring things in as I need them. Like if I need a piece for a certain room, I will bring it in as I need it. I'm going to take my time. I've chatted with a couple of you about how you guys really recommended that I do take my time and make sure I just don't go crazy and buy, because that was my thoughts before, that if I do that I might regret pieces or have too much or it won't actually work for the space. So definitely going to take my time, which may be fun because then I'll be able to bring you guys along and be like, oh hey, like I got this piece. I can also be more conscious about the pieces I buy. It's like our dining room table that we were supposed to finish last summer and we never did, but we're doing it like soon. I'll be able to maybe look into buying like a more vintage or already used piece and refurbish it, because I love doing that. I think it's so fun. As a crafty person, my fellow crafters, you probably also understand how fun it is. Don't get me wrong, I like to just buy things from a store sometimes and not have to do anything, but sometimes if a piece has good bones, it's like that will be more unique than anything I can buy in a store if I make it look cute. So I'm excited to do things like that. Can I also just say, I am so looking forward to having a normal kitchen. That is the biggest thing. Cody and I keep talking about like, oh, we're gonna have a normal kitchen again. Can you even imagine what that's gonna be like? No, we can't. It's crazy. I'm so excited. The kids and I have talked about like we need to bake our cookies, the cookie recipe that we love. We need to bake cookies in the new house to christen the new house with cookie smell. So I'm really looking forward to just baking and cooking with the kids, and it's so lovely and all my countertops are beautiful granite. I'm very excited. But it is also a lot, so I'm going to do my best I'm going to stick to this 3 days a week. If I miss a day because it falls on like a moving day or something, I'm really going to try not to miss a day of uploading. It's the only thing I can think of that might go wrong is when we get our internet put into the new house and, you know, they hook up your internet and everything. If there's a delay at all, or if something goes wrong or something like that where we might just not have internet for a day or two, I'm trying to plan it so that we don't even have a day without internet. So hopefully everything goes to plan and it's fine. But that's the only reason I can really see me skipping an upload day, because Cody should be super on top of like putting our computers back together, because he built both of them. So he'll be like, computers must be put together in the new house. I'm going to try really hard to keep the uploading schedule and keep my ducks in a somewhat of something that resembles a row, because I have to move all my business stuff over and then get that all organized quite quick, because I'm still selling on Etsy through all of this, and that is still, my business is still running and existing during a move. So by the way, if you there's an Etsy link below in the what is that? The description box below. I'm a great YouTuber. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm just here. If you want to check out my Etsy page, for those of you who wanted to purchase products from my apothecary but couldn't because of shipping, because you didn't live locally or you live in the States or something, you can now go and buy products. So everything that's up is in stock and I can ship it to you now through Etsy. So that is really, really nice. I just did that like a week ago, put everything over onto Etsy and moved the whole shop onto Etsy. So should have done that in the beginning, but live and learn, right? I think I can balance everything quite well. And then I need to plan homeschooling so that we can homeschool. I'm going to skip the first week of September for homeschool. I'm not going to start when I originally thought I would start, and I'm going to start the second week of homeschool. Or the second week of September, I keep saying homeschool. The second week of September, I'm going to start homeschooling, because then I'll have hopefully the main things unpacked and everything organized. It really does help that I already purged and organized everything in the spring when I thought we were moving, because now it's really just putting rooms in boxes and then putting rooms back together in the new house. So it makes it a little easier. There will be hiccups and speed bumps, of course, but I really want to get things organized. I'm not the kind of person that likes to, I don't know how those crazy people move in a day and like in a weekend, and by the end of the weekend their entire house is decorated and set up. They must not sleep, and they must just, like, I don't know, friggin' vampires. I don't know. But I'm also not the person that wants to have moving boxes in my house for weeks on end and still be unpacking 6 months later. So I'm gonna try and do it in a week. I feel like that's a normal fast amount of time. So I guess you guys will see if I accomplish that. Anyways, you guys, I think I have rambled to you long enough. I feel like I just got a lot of things off my chest just now. So thank you. If you are still here listening to me talk about all these things, then thank you. If you have a video idea that hasn't already been mentioned, again, I'm going to do a empty house tour, and then I'll do a tour of it all filled up with our stuff. And then maybe in like a year, you guys will get an updated tour to see what I added or whatnot, you know, faces change. If there's any other moving videos you guys want to see, let me know, but I'm pretty sure it's just going to be like vlogs and like just seeing the process of moving and whatnot. If there are any other chats, I might do, let me know if you guys want Cody and I to do like a 10-year anniversary, like 10 years of marriage Q&A kind of video. If so, I will put an Instagram question thing in my Instagram stories in the next few days where you can put all your questions in that you might have if we do this, and we'll film a video in honor of our 10-year wedding anniversary. I don't know, do people like watching Q&As anymore? Is that a thing? Let me know what you think. If you are interested in that, then be like, yes, show me that, and then I'll know and we'll make a video. And if you're not following me on Instagram, that's where I put all of the polls and the votes for everything in there. That way I'm not having to monitor it in two places. So I'm just Rainbow Miller on Instagram. There's a link below. I don't think it's a link. I think it's just like tells you where to go. Maybe I should put a link down there. I don't know. Follow me on Instagram. It's just Rainbow Miller. There's not a lot of rainbows in the world. Pretty easy to find. But yeah, thank you for watching, you guys, and I hope you enjoyed, and tell me what you drank. If you drank something during this, I'm always interested to know what are people sipping on while they watch these. Anything? I don't know. Anyways, you guys, we'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. See you next time.